You sure you want to be in the video? Hello everyone, I can't believe I'm already filming this. This is my winter edit. It feels like just yesterday I was filming the fall one. The year is going by so fast. I literally just got back from my trip to Hong Kong and Shanghai. I'm a little bit jet lagged. I'm a little bit exhausted, but I can't be because you know why? I'm actually leaving for Japan tomorrow morning. So I'm filming this, I need to pack. There's a lot happening, but let's get this winter edit rolling because I have a couple new pieces from Fabrique and a couple of other things that I wanted to mention as a part of my winter favorites and holiday styling. I live for layers and fall and winter dressing, so I'm really excited to share my latest picks from Fabrique. First up is the one that I'm wearing, which is a classic Argyle sweater. I actually don't have a sweater like this, or at least I haven't owned one in a minute. I think the last time I owned one was probably middle school or high school, but I really love the silhouette of this and also the classic colors. Fabric is a coarse spun merino wool, which means it's really warm. It's actually starting to get really cold really fast. So I do believe that this winter is going to be a lot colder than recent winters. Just fine because over the years I have really invested in my wools, my cashmeres, pieces that I know will stand the test of time, classic colors, classic silhouettes, things that I can easily layer. And that's the most important when it comes to building out a wardrobe that you know is going to last you for years. This was designed by Taya Choknashvili with Fabrique. It's made out of a speckled yarn that creates this starry night effect, while the cream base keeps it really wearable. Open work means you can layer it without overheating, and the loose fit accommodates a really cozy winter mood. This is a great piece to style with either leggings or baggy trousers. Now for holiday dressing specifically, I love to be comfortable and cozy, nothing too fitting. The holidays are when the family spread is really solid. My family's Filipino, so we have Filipino dishes, but I look forward to this spread every single year. So a baggy sweater, comfy leggings, that is my vibe to wear to the family living room. Continuing the Argyle trend is the Myrna oversized Argyle cardigan. This is made from merino wool. Again, another fabric that will keep you super warm. And because it's a cardigan, you can easily throw it on or off. That red tone is perfect for the holidays without it being too overpowering. I'm still a neutral girl at heart, but it's a little pop of color that I can appreciate, especially around this time of the year. This is another example of a super oversized fit. Even a turtleneck and miniskirt combo is really cute for this. Things that you can easily add into your wardrobe that easily go with things that already exist in your closet. Designed by Stephanie Abazio, she was formerly at Moschino and Jill Sonder. Known for knitwear, she fuses luxury with minimalism. And how funny is this? The last sweater that I'm sharing is actually designed by Roderick Wong, who is from Shanghai, China. I literally just got back from Shanghai, and it's so funny that this sweater that I immediately fell in love with because of the colors is designed by someone from there. This is the Mophus Gradient sweater in Australian merino loop yarn. Again, another fabric that is going to keep you super warm for the winter. Plush, weighty, but still super soft and really comfortable to wear. This one that I'm wearing, I like to wear a t-shirt underneath because I like a little peek of that collar coming through the top, which makes it also really easy if I go from somewhere super cold to super warm. I can easily throw these layers off and just drape them over my shoulder. I have such an appreciation for gradient knitting because I think it is so specific and so beautiful to look at. This gradient knit blends amber dawn into a dusky night, and I just think it looks so beautiful, and the tones are actually really perfect for winter as well. That cream tone, that green, that navy, I just love how this all looks together. This is inspired by dawn, literally when the light just kind of starts to break up the night sky. For a thinner layer, I have another piece by Roderick Wong, and this is the Edith Sculpted Look Gathering Top in merino wool knit. Now this is perfect if you're looking for something that you can easily layer underneath a coat or a blazer. Also going to keep you warm, but obviously not as chunky or thick as the previous sweaters that I just shared. It has a boat neckline with fitted proportions that creates this really elegant silhouette, perfect to style with a skirt or even trousers. When I have a more fitted top, I do prefer something with a little bit more volume in the bottom, or it's just perfect to peek through a blazer or a coat. I definitely didn't need to add any more coats to my collection, but I couldn't help it with these pieces. First one is going to be a little bit more transitional. Is the Astrid detachable epaulette trench coat in a faux suede. Hannah Cook is a former Burberry outerwear designer, so you know she knows a thing or two about trench coats, and she's collaborated with Daniel Lee and Riccardo Tisci, both names that are very well known in the industry. I'm very excited to have a piece from her that is definitely at a more approachable price point, which is why I love the pieces from Fabrique. You can really hear the story of these designers, where they're from, what their ethos is, and how it translates to what they're designing for Fabrique. Next coat leans a little bit more casual and is the Kyla fringe scarf coat in double face merino cashmere. This is designed by Lars Zizon, and he is from Paris. He was a former Burberry design director, ex-Blue Marine, and Bottega Veneta. It has a super relaxed mid-length silhouette, which makes it really casual and perfect for every day, and the matching knit scarf just adds the right amount of texture to this piece. And last but not least, probably the coat that I'm the most excited about is the Margot cargo long coat in wool alpaca blend. This is designed by Joshua Lockwood, who is formerly at Burberry, Saint Laurent, and Givenchy, and he really revolutionized jackets with modern cuts. That funnel neck has become so popular the past few months. I've always loved that higher neckline. It is prominent in many of my jackets and sweaters. I just think it looks so chic. Whether I'm tucking my hair in it or I have my hair up, I just think it looks so classic, so chic. And because it's a wool alpaca blend, it is lighter than most coats. I have some really heavy coats, but this one doesn't feel so heavy, which makes it perfect for layering. The Black Friday sale is now live, and so is the Canada website, which means they now ship to the US, UK, Singapore, and Canada. You can now shop over 500 designer pieces for up to 50% off. You get an extra 15% off all clothing, an extra $30 off bags over $300, but do not wait long because with Fabrique, once a piece sells out, it sells out. It's gone forever because they try and do limited runs as if they were the designer pieces collections. Sale ends midnight December 8th, but all of my picks will be linked down below in the description box. If any of these pieces stood out to you, be sure to shop them as soon as possible. Thank you once again to Fabrique for sponsoring this portion of the video. That is it for my haul with them. And now on to the rest of my favorites for the holiday season. In order to properly discuss winter, I need to talk about Heat Tech. Heat Tech from Uniqlo has been my go-to for so many years. It is the perfect base layer to wear under your sweaters, under your coats. When I wear it for when we're going snowboarding, and I'm 100% restocking on these once I go to Japan. If it's way too cold outside, I'm not going outside unless I really have to. Loungewear, I'm going to shout out Fabrique because I love their pajamas. I have a couple of pieces that are silk because silk is just so beautiful, but it wrinkles so easily. Not my everyday choice for pajamas. Fabrique Tencel, however, so comfortable. I wear it as pajamas, Marco wears it as pajamas, and so does Wade. Wade is literally in his pajamas right now. We fully have matching pajamas, by the way. Do you like wear pajamas? Wade wears a size small. He's about 13 pounds, and I love him. I love you so much. Cashmere socks are super important in the winter because they help keep you warm. I don't have tons of boots that are lined or anything like that. Again, if it's super cold outside, I'm not going out. I do have winter boots. I have the moon boots for when it's crazy snow. Have not had to use them that much. I'll do a cashmere sock in my boots, but most of my boots are just like thin leather ones. So a warm sock is gonna be the most important. But other than that, I'm probably in Uggs. I'm still a firm believer in Ugg shoes. Those are my go-to if I'm running around outside. For winter accessories, my go-to for years has been Acne Studios. I love their beanies. I love their scarves. These are my go-to in terms of layering, but it's also still really fun. They do their beanies in a couple of different colors, so you can usually find an assortment of them. For their scarves as well, they have solid options as well as checkered options. Checkered options are also really cute because all of my coats tend to lean very neutral, very solid. So I like that the scarves add a little bit of dimension to my outfit. Unfortunately, I do love my Miu Miu fleece sweaters. I have it in the quarter zip and the full zip. These are also just great for layering or being out. I remember when we were in Japan last year, temperatures were really warm in the beginning of our trip and then they really dropped down towards the end of it, plus heat tech underneath. So it's a great solution if I don't want to be too bulky. Last but not least is my Christmas gift to myself, which is my Saint Laurent leather jacket. I think a leather jacket definitely leans a little bit more fall to me, but because of the price tag of this jacket, I will be wearing it as much as possible for as long as possible. And it is for sure going with me to Japan. I believe the weather in Japan right now is perfect for a leather jacket. I believe I did a leather jacket last year, but this one has a bit more heft to it. It's a bit more weighty, definitely super oversized, so I can easily wear my sweaters underneath it. That is it for my winter edit. I can't believe that the holidays are just around the corner. Thank you all so much for watching. I do have my Hong Kong and Shanghai vlogs coming up. I need to edit those. And then once I get back from Japan, I'm planning on filming some holiday content around the city. I'm so excited. Thank you all so much for sticking around, for watching, for subscribing. Your love and support mean the world to me, and I will see you in the